just, I guess, if you want to introduce yourself and the players, or have them introduce themselves.
I'm head coach Raphael Graves of Gadsden City High School. First and foremost, I want to say all glory goes to God for putting us in the position that we're in today. And I thought our kids played wonderful in that atmosphere that we played in. And we were prepared for it, and I thought they played extremely well.
Who's with you today?
I have Devin and Jacoby Sharp to my right, and I have Kyle Franklin to my left.
Just, first Elite Eight since 2016 for you guys. Just to be the group that gets Gadsden City back into the Elite Eight, what does that mean to you guys?
It means a lot.
Talking to the mic, man. It's for you, man. You just won.
It means a lot. I remember when I was a freshman, we lost like 20-something games. I never think we'll be the team to go to the Elite
Eight. Nobody expected us to be here. We made it through all our hard work and all the losses, the wins. We took the good and the bad. We just made it here, kept fighting.
Well, there's a process that happens when you're trying to make it to the Elite Eight, your Sweet 16s, and your Final Fours. And I thought from the off season, we started that back in February and March on putting the plan in. With me being here a lot of times before, I had to reevaluate what was going on when I first got here last year. I said, man, you know what were some of those success things that I did when I was at my previous school? And I was saying, you know what, it's the off season. I had a better off season than everybody. And so I was like, well, you know what, we have to implement that in Gadsden City. And our kids bought into it. And here we are.
For any of y'all, is the top ranked team in 6A, but you look like you belonged out there. It didn't look like you were nervous, didn't look like you had any nerves, it looked like you were on a mission, you had a plan, and you went through and executed. Just talk about that mindset going into this game and how it transpired and carried over throughout the game.
Well, like Coach used to tell me early in the season, we was getting beat a lot, and then it's not about who the best during November, December, about who the best in January, February. So I feel like the wins and losses, the adversity that we faced, it helped us to show that we belong. Like we were one of the best teams in 6A.
To Ralph and Devin, what was it like to coach/play in this tournament again and winning it?
It feels good to be back here. For last year I missed out, lost in the sub-regional game, and I really just missed the atmosphere of being at JSU, knowing that I'm gonna come and play, knowing that I love playing here. I done had countless of games here, so I kind of know what to expect, and it just feels great to be back here.
I think, like I said, with us being here, we did miss the regionals last year. We missed the playoffs last year, and that was kind of tough because I love being in the playoffs because you get to see the pressure on everybody. You get to see who can handle the pressure from the coaches, the fans, the players. Being under those circumstances, that kind of like, it boils my blood a little bit. That adrenaline gets to going. So when we got back here, I'm thinking to myself, like, man, this is the atmosphere you want to be in. We knew it was going to be a packed house. Today at shoot-arounds this morning, we got all the speakers in the gym, got the gym as loud as possible. We're printing off things and making sure they can hear and listen, and like in that atmosphere out there. And I thought our kids, like I said, I thought they did really well as being poised under the circumstances that was going on. Like you said, the number one team in 6A, we had played them twice earlier in the year, which actually paid dividends for us. We got to see some of the tendencies that they had and how we could possibly exploit those things. And I thought our kids did a good job with the game plan, and it worked out for us.
Coach, talk about how big Devin's 3 free throws made. They were still within single digits. He got fouled. He made all 3. He stretched it double-digit lead, and he really couldn't come back from there.
I would say this: when before that 3 happened, I think Jacoby or either Zion got a big rebound on the defensive end, and Kobe came out pushing the ball. And early in the year, we would have forced that play on the inside with the man wide open in the corner. So when I saw Kobe with it and I looked over and saw Devin was in the corner, I'm thinking to myself, please pitch it. Please pitch it, please pitch it. And he pitched it. And I was like, oh, and if he'd hit the 3, the roof would have fell off. But then I heard the whistle. You could barely hear the whistle. And like you said, when that foul happened, I'm like, man, that's big for us because we did see a lot on film with Huffman, maybe being a lot of undisciplined in transition. We saw that a lot on our film study. So, I mean, when he made those free throws right there, how many free throws we shoot during practice, fellas? A lot. And I keep telling y'all, when you get this deep in the season, those are the things, the rebounding, the conditioning, the defense, the making free throws, those are the things that count. And like you said, him making 3 free throws, they hit nothing. It separated the game and gave us a little wiggle room there to play more desperate, and they was going to have to play more desperate also, which they got some shots there and we got the rebounds.
Coach, we talked earlier in the season. Kind of talk about the physicality in the game. That game was very physical. The ref really let you play.
Oh, and so that's the thing. Now we got some. There were some fouls there that were missed, but we have to adjust to the way that the game is being called. So if we're gonna play physical, which I'm fine with. I grew up in a time when you playing 21, there are no fouls. If you couldn't fight, you couldn't call foul. So it don't really bother me. It's too tough. But when you start seeing guys getting hit and things like that, and I thought, like I said, there's another thing. Our kids stay poised throughout that time of that physicality. When you're playing in Class 6A, it's going to be physical. The deepest class in all of the classes in the HSA is 6A, and it's a war. It's a war. A lot of these teams are even. A lot of these teams, I mean, you have to be mentally prepared to play at that level. You do. So I thought our kids did well.
Thoughts about the matchup with Oxford?
The matchup with Oxford. So this is the thing. Before the season even started, I'm gonna give you a nugget. We were gonna play Oxford in Larry Davidson and the Connie Classic. We were, but we were gonna play them, but we couldn't get a home game in return. So I was like, you know what? That won't be a good thing to do right now. So this before the season even started, I said, you know what? Let's just not play that game. And then what I tell you?
And in the regional championship for all the marbles.
If we want to play them in the regional championship for all the marbles. And here we are. So I think the matchup will be well. A lot of the kids here, we know each other. We know all the kids from Oxford. We know all of them. They know all of us. It'll be a fun matchup to be here to see who gets to go to Birmingham. We're ready to throw it up. Get 2 days of preparation right here. We'll throw it up and we'll see what we do.
Your crowd, I mean, you guys had it packed to the gill. That's why I'm walking through there. I had to kind of throw some elbows to get through, but just how much does that help you guys? It just seems like when they get loud, you guys play even better. Just how much do they is there maybe a give and take with them?
I mean, past few years, me playing against Gadsden and just every time I would come to the game, the crowd wouldn't really just be there, and we was always wanted there, right? And then, you know, they won't be there if you don't win. So once we started winning, they started coming, and it just turns us up even more. Like me knowing that us knowing that we have the support from them, it gives us another level of confidence. So.
Like Coach used to say, we used to complain about not having that many fans in the building, but Coach would tell us they're not gonna come see y'all if y'all not gonna win. So I just feel like us continuously winning games during 2025, we got a lot of support lately.
And that's a nugget. Got that from Coach, Hall of Fame Coach Schuschler Ware. One of the things he told us when I was a player, that if you want them there bad enough, win. And we won, and they came. And so it's the same way here. Like you said, you saw the student body, they came out. And I would expect the same thing Thursday also.
One more question, anybody? Good.
Good job, though.